Hey guys, we back on an episode called "It's in Everything We Do." We sitting here with my man Suede here, and we got two special guests here, Salt and Pepper, or how we can say cookies and cream. However you want to word
Here we
things.
go.
We thank y'all for coming on our show. We about to have an uncomfortable conversation.
Let's go.
Okay, so our episode today is about how a woman makes more than a man. How do a man feel about that? We're going to cover what do we do in that instance, or how is it supposed to flow, your ideas of it. But have y'all always, y'all ever been in that situation before? Where you made more than your spouse?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah?
Definitely.
Yeah, I've been in that situation before. And then I've been in a situation before where she made more than me too. And I was like, oh, hell no. I'm going to have to, hell no. Yeah, I said it.
So you got a problem with?
Hell yeah, I got a problem with it.
Why?
What you mean, why?
Got you.
Oh, okay.
Glad you walked right into that question.
Right.
Right. So I got
It's a natural thing, first and foremost.
How is that natural?
They are the natural ones who is in them to make more of anything.
Oh, yeah? Because
You need the old folks.
Right,
you
because
need
we're
the old folks
multipliers.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
already.
Okay.
Bro,
So we
Come
gonna do
on.
You
Come on,
you don't know the
Salt.
old recipe?
Oh, okay. Hit
You
me
don't know
with
the
it.
old recipe?
Sir, school me.
You give a woman some food, she gives you a meal. You get a woman a house, she gives you a home. So how can you have a problem with her making more money than you? It's just nature taking over. Like I said in previous episodes, she never loses.
Sweet is saying it's innate.
No, hell no.
Sentence.
So personally,
I wouldn't
no,
have a problem.
that's dead. I got a problem with it because me personally, as the kind of man that I am, I'm a goal seeker. I'm focused majority of the time. I have to have a vision, an objective, or something when you're dealing with relationships and things like that. And being the breadwinner is at the top of the priority list because relationships is challenged when you gotta have a financial conversation.
But is it more of an ego thing?
Where do you think there's an ego in that?
I'm saying because you're like, okay, she may also, right, be a goal-driven person, right?
Okay.
And she may also, aim to be successful in all those things. But why do you think you have to have this status?
In my mind,
Uh-huh.
I don't know about you, Sway, but I gotta reach the end of my finish line before she does.
Oh.
So
Why is it a race?
Would
Make it make sense. I'm not
see,
understanding.
life is race. So you
I know,
You
but
giving me ego.
if that's your partner, you're doing this together.
well, we gotta get past the qualifying stage, because we got still listen. When you out here and you dealing with those type of conversations with people and you having relationships and it goes. Give me an example. Go on a first date, right? When you go on a first date, how do you plan your first date?
So by the time you plan your first date, you should have had enough phone calls to pay attention to what she likes.
Right.
Come
okay.
on, sweet. You know.
Okay. All right. So when you have to plan the first date as the man, right? You got to plan the first date. You got to take the initiative to make sure that when dinner is involved, the activity that you can actually have it being accomplished. So our average date for me is that we're going to do something fun and something interactive so we can talk about it at dinner. Okay? So fun can be a cooperative group. Fun can be something like extremely dangerous, some thrill-seeking type thing, so you can see if a person's comfortability in something. So 9 times out of 10, we're doing like
Oh, okay. Like you told me, the axe throwing.
yeah, axe throwing.
Okay.
Right? Axe throwing is one of them. So
Whoa. You talking about dates?
we talking
Y'all
about
gonna throw axes on the first date?
yeah,
He did it already.
yeah. I did that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm bugging off this. You
See, listen, you
got
gotta.
axe throwing on a date?
You damn right. You know why? Because you gotta see if you got killer or potential killer.
Okay.
You understand what I'm
So
saying?
now we understand where he's going with
Yeah,
this.
everything
Okay.
that I do has a reason for it to be done.
I just wanted to hear it.
Because it's in everything we do.
Gotcha. Yeah, of course.
Okay, so now we're going on a date, throwing axes, and this is what I do: throwing knives, shooting, anything dangerous.
So you're bringing her into your world, essentially.
There we go. Because
Okay.
I had to plan the date, so you had to visit my world.
Okay.
Second date's on you, and I got to visit your world.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, it's always a strategy why I do things.
Is there ever a second? I'm skip to the end. Is there ever a second date?
Yeah, it was a second date. I think it was.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't no second
No, it
date.
wasn't.
Yeah, that was a lie.
I didn't think so.
No,
bro.
it wasn't no second date.
'Cause you didn't pay attention enough.
Actually, I didn't finish the actual date, so I got up and left.
She ain't want to throw no axes.
No, I left.
She
paid
probably
for
wanted
it.
to throw one
Yeah, I think I
at
did.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's starting to sound like.
Did you eat before?
After. Yeah,
She stuck
it's
out.
a reason why that.
She stuck it out.
She had to. She was
How did
hungry.
she cut her food up?
It was
Was she
inside.
looking
she
at
was
the
hungry.
food, or was she
She's
looking
looking
at
at-
the
she was-
food, or was she
No,
looking
no,
at
no.
him
At
cutting
first,
up shit?
it took her a while to figure out what she wanted to eat.
Yeah, 'cause she was still in shock. I can't believe this motherfucker took me on an axe throwing damn
You
date.
damn right, because the situation was a setup. So we finally got to order the meal, whatever, and when it came, she picked over it. But it's what you wanted. Yeah, right. So my thought in my mind was I was going to actually order her meal for her, but I decided not to.
Do not ever do that.
Why not?
Don't do that.
That's taking an initiative.
Eyebrows flared up too.
Don't do that.
No. First of all, this is your first date.
So it made
We
me
are
laugh.
getting to know each other. We are in the data collection stage. I am trying to figure out who you are. You're trying to figure. Don't try to order my food, bruh. Don't ever try
That
to play
happened to my
yourself.
best friend, and she texted me like, "This nigga just ordered my food," and I was like,
That was a no-no?
"I was like, he did what?" Like, I couldn't believe this man ordered for her. He was like, "I like this at this restaurant, so give us both that." And she was like, "What? I didn't. Excuse me. Don't do that. It's bad."
So, but did she like it?
It was tacos. It was like a taco. Everybody likes tacos, but don't order my food. What if you order me steak and I wanted chicken? Like, don't
Right.
do that.
I would
wanted
think.
shrimp.
I would think he was wild. I'm like, yo, you good? Like, do you normally do this?
Why do you gotta ask? Why is it
Ted
you gotta
looks
ask?
questioning levels of
Why do you,
insanity.
why do
This
women
my
have to
stomach.
ask? Do you normally do something?
Because I want to make sure it's not a regular thing for him, so that he doesn't repeat it
But
after
what if
me.
it was?
Exactly.
But what if it wasn't a regular thing?
That's
You
a
just
nice way to say, don't do that shit again.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
listen, that,
Is this a regular occurrence?
Okay, don't do that.
Don't
Bro.
do that again.
I gotta open the class back up
you,
for you.
you better open that damn
Okay.
glass back up.
So I have a question though. So
Okay.
when you start telling us about your story, your first date, right? You said that a man has to plan the first date. Is that your belief?
that,
Right.
that's the SOP of dating. Because y'all don't looking to spend money before we to see if we can spend money first.
So let me give you a different perspective, right?
Oh, okay.
So
I'm bugging. I'm just tripping off the facial expression of salt. It's very salty right now. Bro.
Don't mind my face. She does what she
I'm
wants.
just saying. No.
She-
I'm just paying attention. Facial expression. That's all.
Okay.
so
Tripping me out. The setup is you don't see it yet.
you see.
You told me it's a setup. Now you
Folded
blind.
the arms. Let
Nah.
Pepper
I'm
finish.
listening.
Let Pepper finish.
So I think we have to like kind of set the tone, right? Because we're the conversation is generalizing men, right? So for instance, in my experience, right? In my experience, I know what I like. So the approach you had is usually the approach I have. Hey, so I like seafood. You know any good seafood restaurants? If he likes seafood, most likely he'll know, right? I was like, okay. So that's kind of how. So for me, it's more about a conversation. Me, first, I have to kind of put out there what I like because I don't want to be in a situation where he's ordering my food and
Conversation starters.
I'm like, sir, I don't even like this restaurant, right? So in that way, I'm like, no, let's do something that maybe I would like to do, but I'm open to the conversation of, hey, I'm allergic to seafood, bitch, I can't go there, right? Bitch, I might break out. I'm like, okay, so let's do steak,
Right.
Bitch, I might break out.
but
I may break out.
I might break out. Like
But I
I
wanted
need
to
to
put that
But see,
conversation out.
Exactly.
but everything she just said, like I said, first, folks, you should have enough phone calls to pay attention if you ask the right questions, unless you are a robot.
Oh, okay.
It's easy. We just make it hard because we stubborn.
Yeah, we not. We hard headed.
Caveman, bro.
There you go.
That was that man planning first date. You
Rick-
saw the reaction.
Rick-
If you can't deal with that reaction,
I like a man that plans. I'm a planner naturally.
Yeah,
We're both Scorpios, so we're planners,
Yeah, that's what we
right?
it
So,
has nothing to do with the sign, but I get
but
you.
I'm also considerate of the other
don't.
person.
True.
Jabez, you have to be considerate of what she wants, not what you want. Although, because you're the man, so the point of the date is to court her, to cater to the things that she likes, so that
It's not a first date. It's a Hearst date. Hearst date. Everything she's saying is about them.
No.
Then it's about us somewhere.
I don't know. That's not what it
No,
sounded
I
like she
mean,
was
but-
saying.
What happens on the date that the man actually enjoys?
he should enjoy it. No.
No
I'm not
shoulds.
saying that. I'm
No
not saying
shoulds.
that what you want don't matter. What the man what he wants doesn't matter. But
Devalue everything she said before that.
Because it's a conjunction.
Because it doesn't matter.
It's a conjunction.
The end game
However-
is it's about them.
No, I specifically remember her saying
That's the
it's about a
PC
conversation.
way.
It's about planning. Let's work together to plan it.
What she wants.
not only what
That's
I
the
want.
whole thought.
When I date people, it's like
We're working together to give you what you want more on the date than me. That's just the uncomfortable side of the fence.
I like that though.
have to.
Work to make me comfortable.
You have to. You gotta like it.
Hell no.
How y'all be feeling?
Hell no.
See,
Does it matter?
Did you see
It's like
it?
no.
Yeah. As soon as she asked the question, she bust out laughing
That's
and
why-
then said, "Does it matter?" It don't,
Okay. So,
bro. It's
It
their
does.
world. We just got to get in where we fit in. We can fuss along the way. They just waiting for
we
the
talk
end.
about the first date, right?
First date.
We having conversation during the date. Majority of our questions are furthermore, right? Their questions are furthermore. Like if we don't make it past. No,
It's
not
just
you.
general. It's just general talk until the food come.
Okay, because
Man, she want to burp
oh,
No.
more than
how
talk. I'm
long?
just
How long do
messing.
you know this woman before you go out on the first date? Let's kind of gauge, like,
damn.
That varies.
That
That varies
okay,
on the
go off.
connection of when y'all first meet.
Yeah, the
The how you doing.
mm-hmm,
It's all about y'all.
right,
We're the interrupters of life, if you think about it.
Mm.
Because if we don't approach you, we could look fine as I don't know what to you. But you're more in general is what I'm saying. Don't forget that part. Because I can take an attack. Just attack me right.
But you're talking
But I'm
to
saying
two women who are very direct. If I want you, I want you, and I'm gonna
But-
tell you I want you.
that's a
And
rarity. That's a
not the
rarity. That's why I
majority.
keep
That's
saying.
not the majority.
That's why I
How
keep
you
saying in
just
general.
I can't relate. So
You can relate.
You can relate. You can relate. I'm not trying to hit none of that.
Look, you've witnessed. If you ain't witnessed,
You
you're like,
accompany-
girl, did you hear?
She accompanied by answering the text.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I do like to believe that a man who is attracted and wants a woman will pursue her. But I also
general.
believe, in general,
That's what I was saying.
right?
You'll stay there. You'll set the stage. Is what I was getting ready to say before you asked the question. You're like it's more of a stage setting first. I'm gonna get in his line of sight, so that he'll approach me. In general, y'all. She's like, "Hey, how you doing? You look good." That's cool too.
Right.
That's what catches us off guard.
Really?
We like it just as much as y'all.
That's nice.
It's just shown different.
I do it more. So,
It's shown different. She gonna get in trouble, Al. But that's what normally y'all would sit there. We don't pursue you. Everybody goes their own way.
I've been on another
The
date that
norm.
was successful too. That was successful, and I ordered her food and everything.
But do you know?
Did
what
she
it
pay
would
for the
do?
meal?
No, I paid for the meal. I controlled the majority of the conversation by accident because we had an energy connection that was on point. I was talking to her and talking to things that was speaking to not just her, but
That determines how fast the first date comes.
yeah, because
The energy and
that
the
energy level
ingredient.
that I'm giving
Definitely.
out. If
I
I'm
agree.
feeling that vibe and then
Overall
everything, like I studied her or I paid attention to the little things. to the point where I got the bigger picture on majority outlook, and I was like,
He was paying attention in class.
yeah, listen,
This is good.
yeah. So
But then at the same time, you can't take no shit either.
no, I'm not.
You
no,
know what kind of dude you are.
But that's the thing. I
You
think
don't
we
let
still
that
don't have
change.
to audition.
Oh, it's
When we-
it's always an audition.
They don't have to audition
No.
for us. We auditioning for them.
Yes.
Why is that? Why we got to audition for
I
y'all?
told you in the other one is nature. Look at nature shows.
No. I
No,
think
but nature shows do portray that though. What we just was talking about a few minutes ago. If the male always puts on a show, the female still sitting there eating. Yeah, I see you, motherfucker. But he over there, he got a little brighter orange on his chest.
Right.
That's this nature. The male, all of a sudden, the peacock wing come out like this.
But don't you think on any date you should be putting your best self forward? Like that's the point, right?
Now we can say.
I mean, but that goes both ways.
No, not
It
for
does.
Oh, we got a two-way street. That doesn't happen too often.
Let's just jump in
Let's
on that.
ride that.
I mean, if you're on
What's a two-way street?
if you're on a date, I am going to you should be trying to impress me, and I should be trying to impress you.
exactly.
Like,
But
what type of woman y'all be dating?
The
Okay, hold on.
presentations are different because y'all know what we like. We, like you said before, we visual first.
Right.
So y'all whole presentation to it is in front of the mirror, and y'all put
My
certain
son.
things on,
I got that part.
and that's like a lot on our side of the fence. Looking at y'all side of the fence, we sit there like this.
Okay.
While y'all getting dressed.
So,
But-
wait, let me tell you something. So I had a one-on-one conversation with Jabez here in reference to this date with the eggs throwing. He told her to wear something comfortable. She wore something to impress him. In the entire conversation, he did not tell me that woman looked nice in what she had on. He complained about it.
You didn't right.
Because I told her to dress comfortable.
Because I told her to dress comfortable and she wore a dress.
And meanwhile, she wants to make a good.
And,
she
and
wants you to
meanwhile,
find
she
her
was
attractive.
she wanted to be sexy for you.
No, that's not what the date was.
The directions did not say to wear the skirt
First
and
of all, when I made the phone call
cleavage
and
showing.
I explained the situation, I said you have to dress comfortably. That doesn't require you to dress sexy. Where does sexy get comfortable? I think sexy.
You can be comfortable in sexy.
No, I thought sexy was uncomfortable.
Let me go get in something more comfortable. It's like mental quotation marks on that word.
Because you can make PJ
Don't
sexy
pay
too.
attention.
I mean, I've seen some sexy PJs.
Yeah, I know.
I own
I-
some stuff. No,
They got pajamas for grown ass women with the flap in the back, bruh.
exactly. This is
Bruh.
true. This is true.
But see, it don't take much for us,
But I
and
think
y'all know that.
But I also think it's the kind of woman that it is too. So if you get a woman that don't really know too much of herself or know herself, because knowing is half the battle, I think that's where we have that disconnect. Because we're men, we're the type of men that know who we are, what we are, and how we are. Now, majority of the women out here, they only know who they are, but they don't know what they are. Like they still trying to figure it out, like find that self. Not identity, but that strong character that they can bounce on and have that consistent base every day. Like, oh yeah, this is me. I'm gonna rock this. I'm gonna do this. And when you see that, you could do that by dealing with social media. If you're on your social media platform, you just had a trip. You see your social media, you're like, damn, shorty like to travel. Lord have mercy. Like, don't look like she realized where her bank card at or nothing. Look like she just, okay, well. And then you turn around and look at someone like you, and then you be like, you know what, she about her business all the time. She leveling up. She got masters here, this and that. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta be an educated nigga just to get that phone. Yeah, I gotta be an educated nigga to get that phone number. Like, I gotta breathe the sauce.
So y'all really be scared?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Y'all be intimidated.
Oh wait, first, did you? He was very strategic. Oh, they do. I want you to realize that right now. Oh,
Copy,
they do.
copy.
All right.
Do you know why?
Suede.
The waterman get love too.
Oh yes, he did. I know the waterman story, baby. Don't play with him, okay? The waterman to come through, change your life, okay? Come through, change your life real quick.
Come through with the big cannons. back in the day it was the milkman, but now it's the waterman, the dead park or the Sony or
They buy their own
Essential.
milk. They got their own milk. They just go buy their own milk. They don't need the milkman to come through with them stale ass bottles.
That's still.
4 of them.
So let me ask you another question. So now we passed the dating part, and now we got into a rhythm of things. We established a relationship and stuff, and we're a couple now. Now, you notice I'm gonna give you 2 scenarios. One scenario when we go out and we having a good time, and I swipe my card, right? Then the next scenario is that we go out, we have a good time, and then you gotta swipe your card. When do you know when to swipe your card?
Well, usually I'm an initiator, right? So I'm like, no, this one on me, baby. I got it, right?
You tell them that?
Oh, absolutely.
Damn.
Because I am in many ways an alpha female, so I'm like, no, I got it. Like I like that. I like that feeling.
Alpha female.
I know there's no such thing. That's why.
But why can't it be a thing? Why can't I be?
The energy is not the same. Whether we like it or not, the energy is not the same. Alpha male. It's like saying Happy Father's Day to a female.
And why can't we do that? Why can't we? What if that has been the narrative, and the new narrative is that alpha females do exist in human form, like here right now. You're looking at them, like yeah.
Waiting for you to be finished.
See,
Look, I'm not dealing with you today, sweet.
see, as far as the
Do
alpha
y'all think y'all
female.
alpha females?
Tashala is more of an alpha female than I. However,
Definitely I'm more than you, but definitely
Why
I
do you
am.
feel you have to be an alpha?
It's not a feeling. It's me being.
just who
it's
she
just
is.
who I
It's
am.
a personality.
Yeah,
That's
but
what you call it.
yeah, that's just how I'm describing it. And we can use other words,
no,
but
that's
in this
perfect. That's
in this
cool.
moment, I like the alpha female, how it sounds, how it feels.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So in this circle, can we accept that? Because I think we can. Can we come to terms with that? That's a thing.
Sway didn't fold his arms, so I
Look,
think
look
he
at
can relate.
he's open.
Wear your Kevlar.
Boom, boom,
Wear your Kevlar.
boom, boom. They rubber bullets, bro. We good.
Well, she's not trying to kill you, but she's trying to stop you. It's okay. All right.
Good.
So why do you
all
like
up.
swiping your card? Why you gotta tell them?
I mean, not tell him, but let him look. I got it this time because I guess the innate thing, right, for men is no, I got it, right, and let's just not say the innate thing for the dominant person in the relationship, right, essentially, right, the person
I like that.
who's
Me
the
too,
dominant
yeah.
one wants to handle it, and I'm also dominant, and usually I'm in a partnership with a dominant person.
It's like what dudes think is crazy, I find sexy.
Well, you just weird.
Being real.
You just weird.
I'm left-handed. I'm left-handed. I'm more flexible
There you go, right
with
there.
this type stuff. But that's cool. That's rare.
Yeah.
A woman to even give you a compliment. When was the last time? Exactly.
Yesterday.
That's it. Yesterday.
Yesterday
Took
when I
you
was
that
at work.
long to remember?
It was the eyes. What was it?
Yeah,
It was the eyes. Yeah, the eyes get them every time.
D-Ray looking ass.
you said D-Ray.
That's what I call him. That's what I used to always call him.
And it was my gun.
D-Ray.
D-Ray, I call him Fat D-Ray all the time.
Oh, she put. I say that mentally.
That's my
you
cousin. I
cuz,
can do
right.
that.
Yeah, you cuz.
Like, that's
You
all I
good.
love.
I'm
That's
like,
that
I'm
love.
unofficial big bro, but I ain't gonna do that. Unless you talk about my 6 o'clockness.
Yesterday when I had my uniform on. So yeah.
Oh yeah, you know women love a man in uniform.
There you go. So that's
They
what
like
y'all-
uniform and like eyes.
What was the time before that? How much room? I'm just trying to demonstrate how
trying
often
to
that
say,
happens and why it hits us
when I
so
put
hard.
when I put regular clothes on.
Oh, you just snazzy on a regular then.
It's very rarely
You
I put
woke up
regular.
like this.
It's very regular that I put
So,
clothes on.
so,
Oh, I gotta brush my teeth. I'm
so
sorry.
women, you don't experience women complimenting you.
No.
often.
In general, men don't receive compliments as
I
much
think
as
it's
women
so
receive
important.
compliments. It's
Absolutely.
very,
I
think
it's,
it's
it
very
hits the
important.
same.
What?
Well, y'all
Like
don't-
was.
Y'all don't, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was about to say I was in a situation and like I can tell like from the first time that I complimented him that it just hit different, and he appreciated it.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
it
how
just
often
became
it happens.
something that I did. Like, who was that? That's my man, looking like that. Hold up. Hey, come here.
We get off.
Like,
We turn 6 years old.
right, he all blushing and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. From hard rock, I'm saying you could be the hardest dude in the world. That right there.
Made you a pharaoh. Made you a pharaoh.
Yeah. I almost smiled a little bit. That's how often it happens. But bro, that's how often it happens. But it's a constant thing coming from us to y'all. But
it's not as often as you think.
Nowadays, nah.
Nowadays.
Yeah, it's like
scared
I feel
of y'all.
it's like men. You see an attractive woman, you think that she gets compliments all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
It's
There's
true.
an
You know what that stems
assumption
from?
that's made.
It's an assumption.
That is a fact.
And
But you know
then-
where that stems from? When you just saying hi to just be saying hi, but she doesn't respond at all because she thinks you trying to holler. You don't hear the nice greeting, but you hear the fuck you. Then she turns around. Wait a minute, who you talking about? Oh, you heard that, but you didn't hear the how you doing, sweetie.
See, people crazy. I don't do that. If a
That's-
guy trying to talk
that's
to me at the
crazy.
gas station, it's like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, hey, how are you? And I just keep moving.
That's all it
I'm
takes.
not.
He like, what's up? Should I say, hey, I'm good. But thank you though, baby. Thank you. And keep it moving. Keep it moving. We can keep it real cute. We don't gotta be
Everything's
nasty.
Hey, how you doing? You good? Oh, yeah, that's
Crazy.
Like, I try to keep it, and they want to
Yeah.
know, are you single? Yes, but I'm not interested. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm flattered,
So
but thank
mannerous.
you.
Manners will get
Here
you
go my
everywhere.
rejection. Here go my rejection. How you doing, man? Hey, how you doing? Hold on, we're gonna do a little role.
Little role play?
Throw
Okay.
a little Mac Daddy on a little bit. I forgot how to do it. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm Jabez. How you doing?
I'm great. How are
Just
you?
ask
What's your
that
name?
question.
Jessica.
Listen, it's my Mac, okay? Sometimes I don't have it all together.
It's more than one.
You know what? This is the problem I be talking
And that's why I
about.
get irritated. Like, you know what, nigga? Never mind.
That's exactly what it is.
Nigga, I'm trying to go. I gotta get my
And
kids.
then when that goes left, you like, you know what, sister? You ain't even gotta do all that. You know what?
See, but I wouldn't do it because people crazy, and I don't
Yeah.
interact with strangers that way.
But why you go to the, I don't understand about dudes though. Just bounce. Just walk away.
Right.
Have a good one.
Don't take it personal.
You made that L.
I did. But I'm gonna turn
She
into a
might have
W.
liked what she
If
saw,
you-
was willing to
if you
go
give me a
until you
minute,
start
I
speaking.
can clean my shit up.
I'm gonna turn it into a W.
I'm gonna turn into a
Maybe it
W.
needs to stay a L.
No.
Because
no.
if her reaction is,
Did that work for Tom Brady? Hell no. It ain't gonna work for Jabez, okay? If
Jabez,
worked
let
for
it
them-
go.
If it didn't work for Tom Brady, it's not gonna work for me. It didn't work for LeBron James, it's not gonna work for me. Okay?
so what we do know is that it is essential. It's imperative that you feed your man or your person, whoever
Yeah.
your person is.
My
When you're in a
love, my
relationship.
love language is words of affirmation.
You have to feed them.
I have to hear it.
Mhm.
You need to tell me. I need you to show me, but I need you to tell me. I like to hear compliments. I want to know that you want me. I want to know that, you know, that this is where you want to be. I need something. Because sometimes people forget that words are very important.
They last longer.
Their spells.
Right.
They are.
I've been told that I have a way with
I can be
word, and
casted under
like
one
when
real
I
quick.
speak,
Say-
when I
What?
speak, there is meaning behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So when I tell you something, you know that I mean it.
Oh, what's that saying? It's like you don't. Oh my goodness.
I don't waste words.
Yes. You don't
That's
waste
how
words.
I operate.
They old.
It's real
They
bad.
got old souls.
No, it's
is
real
what I should
bad.
say.
We old.
They the meaningful.
We've been hearing that our entire lives.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
But that's how I operate. So like I said, I feel it's important to compliment your man, but I also like to receive it. Because it's like I'll be in dating situations and it's like the guy is like afraid to tell me that I look nice or to tell me that he wants me. Like I can't move off. Just like men be like, I can't read your mind. I don't know what you're thinking. Same thing goes here. The same thing applies with women. I don't know that you want me if you don't tell me that you
So
want
did
me.
you compliment that mom when they swipe their card or when they pay for something? Did you say, you know what, babe, you didn't have to do that. I would take care. Did you compliment him with that? Do you reward him when he does those acts of things?
Yes, I'm going to say thank you. Because I even though we're together, I can't expect you to do anything for me.
Right.
We're together, but there
Powerful.
shouldn't be an expectation that every time we go out that you have to pay. I appreciate it. I want you to know that I'm thankful.
So how would you let him know you're thankful? How would you let them know that you appreciate that?
I would say thank you, but I'm also a thoughtful gift giver. Like, I may do other things to show you that I'm thankful for what you do for us. Or what
She
you
buying
do for me.
big conditioner. You looked at a shirt in the store. She
You
gonna
looked
go
at a
back and
shirt.
get it for you.
Right.
Yeah.
In my mind, because I was waiting for a pause, so I just say, well, what? Be more specific.
Yeah, like,
Yep.
Because we on details.
like he told me, I need some stuff for my bed. Oh, okay. Well, I know a good Baltimore-based company. Let me go and order you that product. And he didn't know. Here you go.
That sound like
I
a
got this
commercial.
for you.
Just because.
I heard you said you wanted. Just like you said, you listen to the clues. It's really not. It's not that hard to figure people out. You just have to be open to it, and you have to you
You have to want to.
And
You
you
got to
have
like
to-
the person enough to be lit. You know what I mean? Because some of us
Exactly.
like, I don't
Do
really
you know how hard
like
it is for us to
First.
listen to you when we realize that you keep paying for something? Or like every time you post something on your social media, it look like he gonna pay for the date, but we all know that you really paying for the date because he don't look like he would do that extravaganza type situation. He don't
Well,
look
okay.
like-
What
So,
if? What
Go
if?
ahead.
But if she make more money, this the funny part.
man.
She make more money and y'all go on a date. You listening to her. She on a whole nother tax bracket.
But I'm not an expensive
No,
person.
no, no, no.
Oh.
I'm saying for the ones that make more.
Okay.
You know, she picked the restaurant out, and it's like you know you can't handle it.
Oh, let's say if it's Ruth Chris.
Okay.
You can handle that.
I never been there before.
You can handle what?
I've never been to Ruth's Chris.
Sullivan's?
I mean, stuff.
You
I
been
don't
to
eat
some?
a lot of stuff.
It's the
from
same. You're about the same menu.
Cause they always when I hear Ruth Chris, everybody always say the same, like some kind of red meat type stuff. Do they
Steak.
have like salmon and stuff there?
That
They have
chicken is
seafood.
banging.
Oh, chicken.
Chicken
is
breast.
banging.
What after appetizers,
Oh, my favorite part
food,
of the burger.
drinks? I like about 2-3 apple martinis. We are in the 200-300s now. What you
Oh,
got?
That's the catch.
Yeah, because this is we're talking.
So
we're
he
vibing.
Remember, they
He know-
multiply.
He know he can't handle it.
Right.
The bill is increasing.
Does he?
What? Oh, I'm just-
Okay.
When does he say, "Wait
No,
a
no,
minute,
no.
hold the hell
Well,
up"?
so she said Ruth Chris. She
And
said
turn a
Sullivan.
yes into a no.
What about Charlestown?
I'm sorry.
You're good.
Charlestown.
What's that?
You never been to Charlestown? It's one of the highest paid restaurants in Baltimore. It's like everything's a la carte.
I've never heard
Here
of
we
it.
go with this
I've
a la
seen it.
carte
You've
stuff
seen it?
again.
I've seen it.
Upper echelon, right? Bygone,
But-
that's up there.
Bygone.
Okay.
Mhm.
Four Seasons restaurant. This Bygone is another one.
Maximum.
Show off. Show off.
Sir,
But the food served.
I'm
We
still
went there.
looking for
It's trash.
Right.
you do know people go watch this.
Oh. Well, you should know. Right. Trash.
My bad.
Which
Unless
part?
you like authentic Mexican cuisine.
Oh, yeah.
If you're okay with not having some sour cream with your
How
tacos,
How
then
many tacos I got for like $20?
I don't know. But where is the sour cream? Okay, no.
So yeah, that's how you know
Sour
you can
cream
handle it.
syrup.
Them churros bomb though.
Oh, the
Churros
churros.
bomb. I
Go there for the churros. Yeah.
That's how you know you can handle it. When you are in a situation with a female that makes more money, you're able to visit places that you've never been to have different experiences,
Yeah.
and that's the understanding of when you're dealing with someone that makes more money than you. Because if you experience things on another level because they're not your level that you originally started
Oh
at.
wait, let's take a step back.
Okay.
Right, because
So
I want to
there-
go back to
so-
what Swade was talking about. Who's going to pay the bill? But
So-
we're going to come back there.
So there's like a couple versions of the woman that makes more money.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I like that.
So you have the woman that makes more money that is going to push you to get to her level. She's going to help you.
I was
Hello.
gonna say that
She's
when you
going
was talking about it
to
earlier.
she's going to encourage you to become a better version of yourself.
Mhm.
But then you
It
also
should
have the
motivate
woman, right? She should motivate you.
She
But
should.
then you have the woman that has the attitude of I have my own money. What are you here for?
Exactly.
So you have
So don't forget about the third one.
what's
That's
the
three.
what's the third one?
The third one is I'm here, and this is just how it's gonna be. Like this is further as I'm gonna go.
Okay, so I'm on this date. Don't expect for me to become your woman because you're
don't make it
less
out.
than.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think women recognize
that's
on
how
that
dudes be
date.
feeling.
Yeah, I think a woman recognize on that date that if she's gonna be more than or less than, because we're still qualifying. Like we're still auditioning. So if I can't, it goes on the presentation of what restaurant I pick. I can't go in there to a Charleston restaurant with Timberlands, jeans, and this jacket on, I got to go in there blazed up. So I got to
Right.
put on my grown and sexy.
Right.
But I can go into Ruth Chris or Fleming's any old kind of way. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Not really.
Never. Yeah, you have a dress code.
Yeah, my father had his yeah, they told him to take it off. He had a little head covering on.
oh,
Yeah, no.
oh.
But see, they gonna come dressed anyway. You going to
Absolutely.
McDonald's, you come with heels.
Who?
I'm just saying general.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
with a little
Not me.
exaggeration. But I'm saying it's just a compliment on undercover compliment that
Sweatpants and leggings,
y'all gonna look y'all best regardless.
Mm-hmm.
I should have just kept it simple. Like this little joke.
But Suede, back to your scenario. Oh, go ahead, Josh.
Who paying for it?
Who I want to know, how do you handle it? How do you handle the situation? The bill is racking up. She's ordering one more thing. You like, yo, that I can't get that 2. She at 4.
You ready?
How do you handle it?
It was Jabez. Hey, yo, let me get that check.
Yeah, we ready. You gotta
Yeah.
set a time.
Yeah, let me get that check.
Cut off time. You cut off, basically.
Oh,
Without,
okay.
without being
Well-
straight up like, yo, what you doing? You don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want that or you don't want to present that?
No, you don't want that either. Either way. You don't just look at her and say, yo, what you doing again? Another one?
So I
She
think.
going home.
Yeah.
She gonna wash
You
dishes.
done messed the whole day up. She gonna wash dishes.
Oh, yeah. You better call daddy.
You
tell him.
not ever trying to call her back though, right?
I send a text, say how you doing, check in.
What if she like, hey, I wanted another drink before you close out the tab? No.
Did you make sure you pay for the tip?
Okay, yeah, y'all not going on a second date. Or maybe, because I'm a person that if you pay the bill, then I'm like, oh no, the tip is the least I can do.
Do y'all judge the people off of the amount of tip they give?
I did.
So you go out your bill
I did.
$200
I did.
and your
I
cheap
did.
ass tip them like $8.58
I
to
mean,
make it an even.
You better do
You
your
know, like-
percent. You better
But
18,
do
20.
y'all
better talk
judge
to-
people off of
You
that?
better
Oh, I
talk to
did.
the restaurant on how you can get a piece of that $200 I just spent.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Everything. I'll leave you a $5 tip.
We're
'cause
judging
you-
him.
Matter of fact, if I'm spending $200, I guarantee you the gratuity already in there, and you giving me less service because you already got your tip.
This could be a possibility.
I don't like that. That's why I don't like gratuities. The service is not the same. All you gotta do is come and check on me like 3 times before I'm done.
For me, if I see the bottom
You got
of
at
my glass,
least $10 tip.
if I see the bottom of my
At
glass,
least.
it's gonna be
That's
a
it.
problem. So
I tipped the dude $20, bro.
that was a lot,
To him,
but to you,
I've never tipped nobody higher than that or ever before.
I've been on
never
dates
you have
tipped
a
where
tip.
men
nobody
has
like that.
tipped
You have
higher
a
than that.
cap on your tips. You have
You
a
been
cap
on a
on
date
the
where a
tip,
man
the
tipped
amount of
higher
the
than
tip
that.
that you're going to
Yes,
need.
he gave out
No,
over
I'm
$30.
just saying I've never tipped nobody no $29.
And I was like,
That's-
$30? You nice.
rocking. He started all, he spread his feet out, he clapped his hands like, oh my,
He had your attention.
okay. And I'm saying through the whole from entry to exit, dude was dead. He was on point. I was like, I like this dude. I've never been waited on like that before. It just blew my mind.
You get this 20.
I had a good
That's the
week.
most I ever tipped
I had a
before.
good week.
And
Pluck. Was on a good date.
okay.
oh, so you try and impress?
No,
Shorty? No.
That's just how everything was going.
Okay. So he
It
deserved
was
the
like one of
20.
them
He
that
earned
couldn't
it.
go wrong because I already knew how a date was going to end up.
So what kind of woman did she wind up being though?
Did you get a nightcap?
Okay, we understand what the silence means. Okay.
It's about a decade.
Okay.
Well, me personally, I sometimes going on dates is something that helps me better understand somebody in more of a private setting where you can get more information. And whether the date is furthermore or stops right there, it doesn't matter to me. I wasted that money to be wasting that money to learn something about you. Because
You can flip it and make it as personal as possible.
yeah,
If you know if you don't want a chance not being, if you don't want a chance being put in that situation where you know you ain't gonna be able to handle the bill, make it more intimate than enough phone calls to get her comfortable enough to come to your crib.
I'm not doing all that.
Or
neither.
it could be, let's just go out for drinks. Like, let's go for coffee.
Coffee.
You want a budget? Then coffee might be your speed. Maybe it's not
A
even
coffee
dinner.
shop.
Yeah.
No,
Dessert.
McDonald's coffee.
You know what?
Absolutely not.
Why is that not acceptable? But just the coffee, they got it at cafe.
You see, this is the foolishness.
Exactly.
even if Starbucks contracted with McDonald's, they wouldn't go to McDonald's to get
Exactly.
Starbucks coffee.
Yo.
I ain't spending no $6 damn on boiling water.
Right.
I'm just saying.
I give you an essential water for $5. We good.
I
At the
love
end of
that
the day.
water. Give me a water. Nobody want no McDonald's coffee.
Why not? You can do this.
You can
next
at least go to Chick-fil-A.
No,
At the-
no. We're not going to a place that everybody and their mama go to. No. We're going to McDonald's. Well, you
Everybody, their mama, their grandmama,
And you
all of
going
the
Dutch.
generations have been to
And
McDonald's.
you going Dutch.
and we're going Dutch. You're going to pay for your own coffee.
No, trash.
Pay for your own Happy Meal.
You ain't damn right. You make more
Grown
money.
ass motherfucker, big
You make
Happy
more
Meal.
money than me, so I'm not having this conversation.
They can't get cheese on it.
No. They can't.
So, okay. So,
He don't.
since we're talking about women making more money, when did you find out that I make more money than you?
From your
Wait, like, how do you know that I make more money than you?
Great
Great question.
The signs.
That's a good question.
What are the signs?
What are the signs?
Spending habits, levels of gifts, like the certain kind of gifts that
But
you get.
this is your
I
first
looked
date.
that shit up.
This is your
I
second
looked
date.
your job title up and saw how much the average person in that position makes per year. It's that simple. I got a general idea.
Wow.
He going through all them unnecessary
You can't
damn
put that
levels.
out there. That's something that's
Y'all
ours.
really would look it up? Y'all would look up the
The
You done
same way
fucked
y'all
to
would
see
look up a
the
brother's
salary
background.
range?
No, the same way y'all would look up a brother's background.
Oh, yeah.
For what? Your crazy ass.
Real quick.
That's what I call all of them. Why are you looking up what I did?
Case search.
How about what I'm doing?
I know. I
Ain't
just
got
need
nothing
to
to do
see.
with that back then.
See what?
Kill
but the
nobody.
main ones, the
I haven't
main
case
ones,
searched somebody in a long
the
time.
main ones who do that got worse shit in their background.
Same way.
It
man,
never
like,
fails.
the
Like,
same-
who are you to look me up without me knowing? Ask me.
Oh, no, I tell him.
You ain't got to
Hey,
look
you know
me
I
up.
looked
Ask
you up.
For real?
me.
Yeah, I
She
tell him.
already did it.
That's
the
the
problem.
type of person I am.
First of all,
Hey, you know
we
what?
got friends
Peace
for
and
that.
love.
We got private eye friends.
They'll do that and be
what's
like,
his name?
so.
And they go find the information and find it all out for you and be like, what the?
You know he
Once-
just broke up with his
let
girl.
me tell you a scenario, right? As to why
It's
look
not gonna
case
help you,
searching
but okay.
people is very important. So someone close to me dated a guy who ended up stealing her car while she was sleeping, right? And then come to find out when we case searched him as we were trying to get him to bring her car back and call the police, this nigga had several cases for theft.
So,
Now, wait.
And
Hold
so-
on. Did y'all look him up after that happened?
Yeah, so
not before.
No, so we're
That's
at
justified.
we're at her house.
That's justified.
But that's what I'm saying. If she would have looked before that,
After
She-
the first date, right?
they
well,
knew
I
each
don't
other.
even know. I don't remember the content. But all I know is that she was
That wasn't
sleeping.
over no
He
coffee.
stole her keys and stole her car,
She could have
and
found
left.
that out talking to him.
And you know, like she didn't case search him. We case searched him after like while we were calling him, threatening him, the police on
But
the
she
way.
told
We
him.
This
trying to
nigga
get
be
He told her.
stealing.
He
and
told her.
and he had like 2 or 3 like theft things with other girls like reporting him for like theft and stuff
What
that
kind
he
of car
did
was
to
it?
them.
What kind of car
She
she
had a
had?
brand new Kia Optima at the time.
So
That
he,
just goes
so
to
he
show
targeted
that
her.
y'all don't pay attention.
So he targeted her.
The way y'all want us to pay attention.
He
He
targeted her.
told her
Yeah.
what type of dude he
I'm
was.
sure there were clues.
I'm
She
sure
just
there was.
wasn't-
I'm
but
sure
she
there was
wasn't
red
paying
flags.
attention, so she
You
wasn't
know what
paying
that was.
attention.
But
You know
I'm
what
just
that
saying
was.
the importance of case searching sometimes. She probably would have been like, hold up, wait a
I
second, you
just
can't
don't-
stay at
I
my
don't
house.
see it.
You
I
steal.
don't see it. So
You know what that was.
you wouldn't have a. Would you have a problem if it was done to you?
Would I? Absolutely. You mean like
You just absolutely.
you mean
If somebody looked you
look
up.
me up? I mean, you're not gonna find
You were
nothing.
fine nothing.
It's a yes or no question though.
No, go ahead. Do your research. I mean, if this is somebody that you're thinking about investing in, investing time, yourself,
Energy.
in energy.
But you can look them up.
But you know what I
without
mean?
looking
Like,
them up
and
that, though.
everybody isn't
You
up.
can just talk.
But
You can talk, but everybody isn't able to be upfront
Right.
about
They're gonna
who
ask
they
you
are,
questions.
How come
what
you
they-
don't sense it?
But think about it. We naturally do this, right? If we
It's
don't go to
body language.
case search, we're going to a homegirl who know you or somebody who knows. Okay, what do you know about this person? What should I know, right? Or do you know him? Do you know her? People do that. Yes. Oh
mean,
yeah, I
yeah.
know Shorty a freak.
I like dating people that don't nobody know. So
Me too. Oh, I know him. He out here. Like, yeah.
Why you think the average female when and this is just a scenario that's out there. When they say like if cheating's going on, women go out of state. Men too stupid, they stay in state.
Oh.
Right across the street.
Dumb.
type cheating. Next door neighbor cheating. Girls gonna go out of state.
For the inconvenience.
No, the girl. You ever see Indecent Proposal? No. He took her on a helicopter that took them out on a yacht in the middle of the water. How you gonna catch him?
This damn Sway.
How you gonna catch him?
Boy, how you gonna catch him? You're not gonna catch him. Come on now.
He has a
Your
point.
bruh. Flew somebody out in the middle of the water with curtains on your boat.
Exactly.
And had a yacht.
Getting her life. Come back. Hey, baby.
She, yo, he gambled. He used
So
her
obviously,
to
You know what?
Obviously.
So I got another story for you.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So she got flued out. She was in a relationship with a guy for several years. Cheated on him. Went to, let's just say, Jamaica with the side guy. Told the boyfriend that she was with her homegirls, right?
It ain't always men.
And
They asses is dirty. They cheat too.
something. So what
There's no
what the friends
accountability.
did? They had went on like a previous vacation. So the friends would post old pictures to say like they were there, but these were old pictures from another vacation.
Mm-hmm.
But then the guy she was cheating with posted her.
Ooh.
Somebody seen it, sent it to the boyfriend,
He broke the
and
code.
he called her. Like, who are you with? Da, 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 da. You need to fly your ass back home today, or we done.
Next thing, smoking. I'm already at the airport.
Can you imagine?
5? No, stay your ass there with old boy.
She was scared, so sis left.
No, I'm saying he
Left the
should have been like,
vacation.
oh, I see you. Yeah, enjoy yourself.
See, the problem
At
is.
that point, that's what
What?
she might as well stay. I
I
don't
see
know. Like,
you,
what she
baby,
leaving
enjoy
for?
yourself.
Right.
So let me chop that up.
Okay.
Did that guy that she was with in the relationship, did he make more money than her or less?
Bringing it back
I
home.
don't know. This isn't a personal friend, so
Okay,
I can't.
So I'm gonna take the instance that he didn't make more money than her because the type of guys or the type of men that we are.
What would you do?
Southwest Airlines.
He gonna fly
yeah.
his ass.
Oh,
First class. I'm going to Puerto Rico. Okay.
but is it worth it? Once you got the picture, I ain't about
Sometimes
It's the
present.
ego. Look,
You
it's the
are
ego.
crazy though.
It's the ego. It's that scorpion.
You said women crazy for this motherfucker is crazy.
It's that
Grew up under
scorpion.
women.
Women,
We grew up
be
under women.
warned. This man is.
So yeah, we good and crazy.
Crazy.
And
Have you
it's-
met my cousin? This honey is crazy.
He said, "I'm getting on the plane." She with old boy. You coming out here? She with a.
You ain't traveling alone either.
Not at all.
I'm gonna get the phone call.
Listen,
And we all going.
Sweet,
All
he
four. Look,
dragged
he
you
calls
out
me.
here.
If he called me only, all 4 of us are going.
Yep. All four of us. Do you know what? Do you know why? When I pull up to the yacht in my little speedboat, in my
I'm gonna be
paddleboat,
mad at him the whole time. Don't get
Straight
me
out the
wrong.
movies.
right?
I'm gonna go with him
going.
though, as a brother. But afterwards, I'm accustomed now.
I-
Why the fuck
You know why I'm
do all
pulling
this?
up? It's the principle for me. First of all, you make more money than me, or I make more money than you. It don't matter who make more something. The fact and the principle of the matter is you're not going to let your endeavors, your financial endeavors, be the thing that's be our demise. You're not going to use your checkbook to balance out there's something wrong in this picture. So
Got it.
that's
I'm
not
with you.
that's not
The
what
ones
you're gonna
whose
do.
mentality is affected by that
Yes.
is what he addressing.
That's exactly what I'm addressing.
That's what
Because
he
when you
addressing.
make money, when you make more money than the person you're in a relationship with, there's a sense of
That's a certain treatment.
a certain mentality that you have, and you're responsible for how that mentality is maintained. Because it got to be checked at all times. Whether you check it or I check it, it's gonna get checked. The box gonna get checked like election. A decision got to be made. So in that instance of being said, is that's why I called Southwest and they transferred me to international waters and why TSA checked me in Puerto Rico, because I'm coming because of the principle. Because first of all, the guy is not gonna. Who are you? I'm Jabez, and you are her present. Oh, should you leave now or should I throw you off the boat? I'm gonna let y'all have y'all privacy. Oh yeah, I think you should. Matter of fact, Swede, watch him for a second. Where do you think that this is valid? That you? She was like, no, blah, blah, blah. And then they thinking like I done went too far, and she worried about it.
You said it like you haven't gone too far.
I have
Okay.
not gone too far.
Are you sure?
I'm positive because what you should worry about now that we alone and we in international waters. and you come up missing.
Well, hold on now.
He's crazy, y'all. No.
No, make sure.
Allegedly.
You in some
All right.
shark-infested water.
This entire conversation has to be
Allegedly. You always got to throw that word in to say
Right.
that you wouldn't do that, but just,
The thing is, you gotta ask yourself
Right.
when you're dealing with stuff like that. Like, how far would your accomplishments take you to a mindset where I'm not accountable for your enjoyment, your fun, your caring, your heart? Like, you have that adds up to something, and that's something that your checkbook can't balance. You know what I'm saying? So the principle of the matter is, when you with someone that makes more money than you, the things that you can afford, you gotta afford.
Absolutely. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? You got to make that a purpose and a principle as well.
Absolutely.
Because what your money can't buy, my heart can. What you can't find a mathematical equation to, I know the simple answer. It's the balance of it all. You can gain the whole world and lose your whole soul. So that's what I think about at the end of the day. When you with somebody that makes more money than you, they got to take accountable of the things that they can't buy. That is priceless. Are they going to take accountable to the things that's priceless? Because that's what matters. So let's say if you build a family off of that, and I feel like my significant other don't cook, she paid for a chef to cook for our family all the time. Well, what the price is, we supposed to sit down and have a family, like a dinner. I know you cooked this. You made this with love. You made our favorite dish, Sloppy Joe. Like, this is our thing, Taco Tuesday. Now everybody got goddamn Taco Tuesday. LeBron James took it to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? But it's that priceless thing that matters when your economical standpoint sets the tone in your relationship to the point where you gotta find the things that are priceless.
Exactly.
And I think that's the thing you ask on day one on that date. You find out what you're willing to find out what's priceless. And I think that you find those things out when the check comes, no matter how many drinks you ordered, the check is put in front of between the both of us. Not to the man, not to the woman. It's put in, and it's not a race to go what the amount is. See, me, I'm the type of guy, I take my bank card out and slide it in there and put it back. And then she gonna look, well, you ain't even see the bill. Don't matter. It's gonna get paid one way or another. Whatever the total it may be, it's gonna get paid one way or another. But then you got some brothers that we do. God damn, girl, $250. Listen, we're gonna go back to my place. I'm gonna need to settle this.
People always hungrier when they ain't trying to pay for it.
All the time.
Both sides of the fence.
But I think it's the pricelessness that matters when you able to afford a lifestyle. You think about the guy from Amazon. Bought his wife for so many years, and then every time he left her for her best friend, Jeff something.
Bezos.
Yeah, and he worth $200 billion, but his wife worth more than that because every time his ex-wife, every time he gets paid, she get paid first. So she was good enough for when you was in that garage selling books, but she not good enough now when your books balance each other out for years and quarters. That's
they the wrong mentality.
That's not where it should be. The priceless part is that we built this entire organization together. We built this. So if I put sweat equity into this in this relationship, my checkbook weighs nothing. It's not on the scale of nothing because I'm investing into something better.
Right.
And I think that's where it is. Like I done in my lifetime, my experience, I done met women all checkbooks and balances. Like I done had them from McDonald's fry line to owning the McDonald's to doctors, lawyers. I done had all different kind of experience with different women. But at the end of the day, I'm who I am. But the problem that I was never picked is because I'm not in that line of normal. My abnormal is abnormal to you, or you can't deal with it. Like you ever dealt with somebody because you so different, you too different that they can't afford you. You ever thought about that before? Like you too different, they can't afford your differences because it's gonna make them different. They can't put the price on. Like I gotta spend money, or spend time, or spend something to better understand your differences. But you had to do the exact same thing for them. So what was my price different from yours? What was my price different?
I mean, but I think that comes in. They have to feel like you're worth it.
Day one or days later?
Day one, you don't know the worth of someone.
So days later.
Days later, definitely. Yeah. But I love the point you made about the priceless.
Yeah.
The pricelessness, and I think that is that's key, right? Even when we talk about like I've been in a relationship where, or am in a relationship where, my partner was like, I know you like bags, I know you like this, and they're trying to save for a house, right? So for them, it's like I want to give you the things I know you like, but I also want to save for my house. And I said, whoa, maybe you haven't learned who I am just yet. Look a little closer, right? It's the priceless things that I really value. It's the flowers for no reason, the little note that you leave when you make dinner. It's like, oh, this is your lunch. When I hear a knock at the door, it's the grub hub because I haven't eaten all day. Those things that really make the difference. And I'm like, when we talk about Louis, I can get that for myself. But as you thinking, oh, Tasha, I know she hasn't eaten all day. Let me order her something. Or, oh my goodness, I know she loves Target. Let me leave you a couple $100. Go do your thing in Target. That's your thing, right? Those little things. That for me sets a person apart.
Couple hundred. No little thing.
It's Target. You can rack up $200-$300 real quick. Target to take you out.
You get 3 towels.
I spent $58 the other day. I was like, yo, that's it?
I'm in there. New
That's 3
towels,
towels.
washcloths, new comforters.
3
I
towels
paid
and 2
under
washcloths.
$100. I was impressed.
That's over $100. Target ain't cheap no more.
Not at all.
Target never been cheap.
Yeah, no.
It's Target.
Yeah.
Target.
It's Target.
Yeah. You make it at a store. You make it at a Saks Fifth Avenue type store.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Target. They got good shit in Target. Damn.
He do.
They do.
But I'm in there buying Myers, cleaning products, racking up on that type of stuff.
Gotta get it off of road.
And it ain't for
I done grew.
It ain't
But
for
the dude, I don't know, them dudes, I don't know why dudes is intimidated by that.
because they can't understand it.
It's
The
no- they-
measure of it.
I think they feel that there was no room for them.
No, 'cause
Like, what can I do for you? You doing everything for yourself.
Yeah.
you can do more because you gotta want to. If you what you used to say all the time in the barbershop, if you not knew better, do better. If you when you apply yourself more, when something's greater than who you are, you get what I'm saying? Like when you used to tell the little youngins when we be in there, the little shop boys, you sweeping the floor to learn how to manage your time, so you can learn how to understand how to cut hair. You get what I'm saying? You're
Everything is connected.
It is. It's definitely in how you do it.
Yes.
And the problem is when you get guys that see somebody with that regardless what it is, swipe check. You like, damn, I don't know if I can keep up with that. It ain't about keeping up with it. It's about whether you meet them on their level or you take it to another level. You got to be moving. You can't stay stagnant because you got to think about yourself in 2 years, right now, where you think that person gonna be and where you think you gonna be. Are you still gonna be 2 years from now in the same situation? Because they gonna get bored of it.
That's gonna be a problem.
That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be an uncomfortable conversation.
That's why she
Very
said like it should motivate you if she make more money than you.
It
Then
definitely should.
go out here and do some shit that's gonna get you comfortable.
Yeah.
If that bothers you,
Yeah.
she's gonna always move up. Why would you get you can't? And that's what I learned in my own personal life. You can't get comfortable.
Let me give you
You
an
can't.
example, right? So I was in a relationship with someone,
I
and
was just thinking about this example.
and I can just tell that the type of man he was very, what's the word? I'm just going to say comfortable for lack of words, but he's very comfortable with the basics.
Complacent.
Very complacent. He didn't want to, it was like, I can't want more for you than what you want for yourself.
Facts.
You are dating someone who is always about the elevation of it all, or elevating themselves to be greater, to be better. I want for me and my children what I didn't have. So I am self-motivated, always have been, and I'm always going to be, but I'm also not the person that's going to tear you down on this journey. But I also can't be responsible for your success. You have to be responsible.
So
for your
you
success.
want us to answer that? Like what?
No, I'm just let me.
No, she's giving an example.
Right. So in this relationship, it was like he had what I call the project mentality. Like they applaud the very basic jobs that pay $13 an hour, and it's like, that's it. That's it. Like, like you're not. Like, where's the more? So it was like, in the relationship, it was kind of like, like, even though I had more bills, like, this person didn't drive. I taught them how to drive. Like, like.
You was investing.
Yeah, I was trying to.
Why are you trying so hard?
Not because we're together. Like, I don't know if this is going to turn into what the relationship is going to be, but while we're in it, I'm going to give you everything that I can.
No.
I'm going to.
That's wasted energy.
But
it's not. If it's not.
If you're in a relationship and you love someone, of course you always want.
Love ain't enough.
Right. You want better for them. But it got to the point where I can't want more for you than you. Like I said, I can't want more for you than what you want for yourself.
He's showing you that that's as far as he want to go. Like he, as many things.
Well, I realized that, but then it was like when when the relationship was over, and and it was kind of like sometimes to me I had to take a step back and I had to reflect and think through everything.
I can tell you
Talk with her, like everything, and I have to have these conversations like. Is this what I want? Am I okay with him being this way? Like, am I okay? Am I okay with him wanting the bare minimum for himself? Because, okay, now we have a child together. So that means my son has me. He can see his mom going to school, working. I do, like, doing different things with myself. And then you have your father, who is a good father. I wouldn't take that away from him, but as far as he provides, but it's like he hasn't really, even now.
You don't have that drive.
The drive is missing. And I had to like explain it to him, like, like it's certain things that I look for in a man. I don't need you to make more money than me. And at that time I made more money than him. I don't need you to make more money than me. Like, that's not the purpose. I just need to see that you want more out of life for yourself, for your son. Like, like, it's not about how much you make. Like, I don't really, like, I've never been someone to look down on someone like, they only make this, but it's like, okay, like, you only make this, but what's your next step? Like, you have to have a plan. Like, what's the end goal? Where's the plan?
Okay.
Like, you.
So I'm going to address the situation, how I'm bringing it in, is that he was showing you all signs of why things was never going to connect, because he never wanted the connection to happen. Because if it happens, he has to be consistent on making it a connection. When something is, if it's working, you got to maintain the energy to keep it running, right? So he has to have it like to the point where it requires a responsible, he's going to be held accountable for making that connection to keep that consistent strong. So if you learn how to drive today, tomorrow you got to learn how to build your own resume. Then from that, you got to learn how to manage a bank account. Like, he has to, the more responsibilities and the tasks that he's able to complete, he got to be consistent on completing the next task. If I leave this shit unfucking touched, then yeah, you just gonna have to keep doing it, because
he didn't want that extra responsibility.
He didn't want that extra responsibility because you kept doing it. You keep doing it until it got completed, and when he realized,
No, I did not do that for him.
You did enough where he.
All I did was try to extend my knowledge of life to this person, but but as far as certain things, it was certain things like he used to eat out like all the time, to the point I was like, you sure do spend a lot on food, like, and so to the point I was like, you should one day you should just kind of go through your bank account, calculate how much you spent on takeout, and just see what,
you did it right there. How are you gonna make him accountable for his own account? You can't do.
But we need to hold each other accountable.
If we're about to move, if we're living together and these bills are due, I need you to be accountable for your bank account.
There you go.
But it's not about you making less than me, but it's about making sure that the money that's in the house stays in the house.
I just like the fact that even though she made more money than she's still saying we paying these bills. He from the beginning, he like she said, he got comfortable where he was at. She's still gonna move up. He think, okay, I just keep giving her just enough to keep her where we at. she don't want it. She wants more for him. Her genuine intentions, but as a guy or a male, the stubborn part is, don't. Nah, I'm all right. I find my own. I don't need you to be doing all that for me. That's the dumb part of it. If she's just trying and she gonna keep applying the pressure until he breaks. He either gonna break and grow, or he gonna break and go out.
It come back to what I said. The cost of being different. So you don't. It's deeper than that. You don't understand the cost of you being different. The cost of you being different, he cannot afford because the things he could afford, these things were okay. You get me? Like they were basic.
Well,
and now that you're at leveling up, the cost of you being different and of a different kind of woman, that's costing him inside because now he has to be accountable for the thing. Okay.
but he thanked me for that.
Oh, he did.
So, yes. I mean, we're not together. We haven't been together in over 5 years. But he thanked me for giving him teaching him how to drive. Like, I leveled him up without, it wasn't, he's still at the same job. He makes like a little bit more. He got raises and stuff like that. But he's still at the same, same employer. But in other ways, I helped him grow. But for me, it's still not enough.
Because it has to be give and take. Yeah. I can't only invest in you and feed you.
Exactly. Because I need that back.
At that point, I'll be depleted. Like, at what point are you going to feed me?
And that goes with just compliments.
Sure.
What we was talking about in the beginning.
That lacked as well. But
we don't get it as much as we
the
get
money
it.
part was one part. And how I felt like he lacked drive and he was complacent. That was one part of it. And then you come into the romantic side of the relationship when it comes to sex and like lack of compliments or whatever it is. So it was like that plus this equals me.
You gotta go.
I got to go.
Yeah, it sounded like everything.
Because it was costing too much at that point.
It was costing me my peace.
It was costing
my
too much.
Is worthless.
Oh.
The piece is who?
Priceless.
Priceless. I said the wrong word. Thank you.
You said worthless.
Priceless. Thank you.
Priceless. Yeah.
I know these some good headphones.
Yeah, they definitely is.
Priceless.
My ears is good.
My bad. But yes,
I'm
my piece
hooked
is
up right
priceless.
now.
So it's like, but even to this day, like, of course, we still communicate because we have a child in common. But it's like, I still ask him questions like, so what are you doing with yourself? Like, what are you doing? Like, do you want to buy a house? Like, what's your next goal? Are you trying to, and everything is still the same thing. And I'm just like, you know what, child, you dodged a bullet. You got out of there. Because it's like, I'm like, do you want to buy a house? Like, what do you want for yourself? Or, no, I don't want to buy no house. And then it's like, like you said you wanted to be, like, get a job at the sheriff's office. Oh, dang, I lost the application. I'm going to just ask such and such for the application again. I'm like, that was a year ago. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like,
So now, let's take it to the point.
Wait a minute. Let me make one point, right? So naturally, I think what we can agree on is that when when we had this innate thing where we are go-getters, we are self-motivated, and so much so that we hand it out, right? We're like, so we're at a certain level, and we're like, I see that if whoever we're with, our person, you might need some support in certain areas. We're going to feed you. We see that you could potentially, get another job, making more money so you can live better. Here's a job application. But how do y'all feel about that? Because on our end, we're like, we want to help you, but do you want to be helped?
right.
Because it seemed like in this
Well, how did you
scenario,
present it to us?
like, well, for instance,
If you're complaining to me about money, my next thing is, let's go see what job you qualify for that you can make some more money.
You done got a whole man, a whole job.
I got a whole man, a whole job, making more than I was at the time.
Yes.
I think part of it is he didn't initiate that move. That's again on my personal opinion is the stubborn side of us males.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like in the soul food movie, Lim. That whole situation was led up to him going in the salon, and all he did was shut the door, and the whole damn glass broke. He specifically told her, "I can find my own job." The way she went about her help was completely wrong. And everybody in the shop, no, it was completely wrong how she went about it.
I agree. That's what I
Slim-
said.
That was crazy. Yeah.
And everybody in the even Lil Man walked through there like, what the hell? If the kid sees it, it is obvious.
Mm-hmm.
She flirted with him the whole time in the chair. And all they keep showing, just zooming in on his mom, them lit. Like, y'all, come on, y'all.
So do we wait? Do we wait for you
seizing
to?
the camera too close to
Yes.
y'all.
We wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, you gotta wait.
You gonna
You
wait? Wait for you to for the light bulb to go off?
Yes.
What if this takes 10, 15 years? How long are we supposed to wait?
I didn't say it had to been to the point where it costs you your piece, but you got to wait.
Oh, as soon as it start costing too much.
Then you gotta
At
go.
that point,
Yeah.
okay. So there are
Or
limitations.
whenever I can see the face building.
Yeah, you got to wait.
Coming.
You know why?
It's coming.
Wait.
Let the lava out.
It's like let him be a bum until you can't take no more. Okay.
No bubbling.
Let him bum it out until you can't take no more.
She said she just keep feeding you too.
You know when you realize when he had the strength enough to come back and tell you thank you, is because he met something else he had to help along the way. It's something with the same struggle he had within him. He was in a relationship or he dated, and the only way he can build that conversation and that tone to make sure that it was done and it was effective and he got through communication, he had to go off of the scenario that he had with you. So you gave him something that was priceless.
No, that did happen to me with someone. Because they wasn't bringing anything to the table. I said, well, and I was very young at this point.
And
I
he
had a
wanted
nice
to
job.
wait for it when he comes back, when he has something for you that's going to be something that you didn't expect. He's going to be that thing one day because it's going to cost him his moral code as a man that you did not able to complete something that you know you were set out to do within yourself. And someone believed in you, and you're going to remember that person that believed in you.
You physically just talking about the Acrimony movie.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The
Taraji.
bad guy in that movie was Taraji P. Henson.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, she was the
Yeah.
bad because she stopped as soon as she stopped believing him, it happened for him. She wasted 15
but
years.
she spent a lot of money though
Yes, she did.
over the years.
Yeah.
I mean, it broke her.
It cost too
For her
much.
peace.
Wait for him broke her. Yeah, it broke her down.
Cost her a piece.
That's the wrong part about
And
it.
then he got cocky
Like, how
with
long
it.
is she
Like,
supposed to wait? You
What-
said you supposed to wait. How long are you supposed to wait?
How
though?
long?
'Cause
Once
if
it
you
costs
switch
you
the
your
shoes-
piece.
If you switch the shoes, I don't think you gonna wait for her.
Yeah, you can.
If she done got
Yeah, you
comfortable.
would. Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would. When for us, when men cut loose, it's not when our dick go dry or it costs us our peace. It's when our inner happiness, when we look at you and we just be like, what the fuck? Like,
That's true.
what the fuck? Like, I'm looking at you and I'm not getting nothing other than what the fuck. And then when you look at that, you realize it's time to go. Because you can't see nothing past.
Everything that she showed you, she was.
That's
You
it.
see her exactly for who she is, and you don't like it no more.
And you don't like it anymore. You
because now the blinders are off.
Right, the blinders are completely up.
And you're like, oh, wait a minute, hold
I
on.
think this was a good conversation. We did very good. Like,
Bro, I'm getting tired. I gotta get used to this. Seriously. I say this at the end of every episode. It's time.
it's time already. It's that time.
It's
Tune
that
in
time.
to our
I'll be
next
mad.
episode.
I'll be mad. Like, I don't feel like cleaning the whole house. But then once you get that music line up and you start cleaning,
Exactly, you're
I'm
the
actually
rhythm.
mad when I'm finished cleaning up. Because I done got one. God damn it.
Thank you,
Queens
our
done brought
special
the-
guests, Cookies and Cream, Salt and Pepper. Yeah, got bow down.
Thank you for
y'all.
having us.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's been a great episode of It's in Everything We Do. Peace.
Peace.